Hi, my name is Ashmini Jawatnana and welcome to Daybreak News.
Today we're going to be talking about schools, specifically private and state ones in Barnet, and which ones are better suited for your children.
A decision almost everyone will have to make at some point in their life is which school their child will go to. Both state and private school have advantages as well as disadvantages. Therefore, the question everyone will be asking themselves is, which school is truly better?
Private schools are 2 years ahead of state school students by the age of 16, causing the number of pupils going to Britain's independent schools to rise. We decided to interview a teacher that has taught in both a private and a state school to find out their view on the ongoing debate. What difference do you see in education between public and private schools?
I think the really important thing about state education is that it represents the society that it's educating young people to join, and public schools in themselves are not. By their very definition, they include a very tiny number of children who might be there on scholarships, but otherwise they are there, the young people, because their parents can afford to send them there. And that means that public schools represent a very narrow and focused version of society where privileged people are educated alongside other privileged people. I think tradition is something that private schools value over state schools, that there is an innate conservatism in private schools, in that the parents who tend to send their children there want them to have values passed on to them that the parents have probably held and had passed on to them by their parents. Whereas state schools, because they are bringing in a much broader and more diverse constituency of students, almost by necessity, have to be teaching what it is to walk out into society and what the changing values of society are.
If you had a child, what system would you prefer them to go through?
I think I would choose a state school, a successful state school, because I believe people should be prepared to get on with all sorts of people, and I don't think that's something that features in public schools, in private schools.
Private schools aren't restricted by the following of a curriculum that suits the students' focus, although the top 3 secondary schools are ranked using their GCSE results are all state schools. Although the teaching responsibilities varied, we wanted to know what the difference from a student point of view on the situation was.
In private schools, there's more homework and we have more facilities. We study stuff earlier on in the year, so we have more revision sessions after. However, in public schools, there's more cultures that you can celebrate, and there's more people, and there's also more events like concerts, and the teachers, they usually compare quite well, because in private schools, teachers aren't much better than public school teachers.
A professor of public policy, education and economics at UCL said, numerous studies have shown that private schools on a whole offer a more positive peer environment. This may be due to a smaller amount of students in a class in a private school compared to a state school. If you want to send your child to either a private or a state school, visit our website for more information. That was it for today on private and state schools. Until next time, this is Ashmini Jawatnana from Daybreak News. Goodbye.